Happy Monday. Well, this week presents a different set of challenges than what we've experienced so far in May. It's a lot of open road. Everybody is moving things forward in some directions we like, and some we may not like as much, but things are progressing in our lives. That's just the way things are right now. This week in particular, there is a level of concentration in the pattern which can make things emotionally dense, or we'll find in our conversation we're having difficulty finding our words, or we're just kind of all over the place. So intensity and concentration marks this week, but we're still moving forward. Things are still happening. A lot is taking place in our world and in many respects. So we'll feel that intensely on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, there's a little bit of relief, but then as we go to Thursday and Friday, it kicks up again. So then we got to get to the weekend before we start to feel that relaxed pace again. But things continue to move forward. You know, we asked for that. We asked for change, and here we are. All those first push and pull energy of the beginning of the year is behind us. We're open road. And I'm just like all of you. I'm enjoying the open road feeling of May, and like I can move forward on all the things I'm trying to get done and new projects I would like to take on. And that's certainly showing up in my creative space. So there's a couple of things I want to explain to you I'm doing. But first, let me just touch on the June event. I think it's June 21st. I'm doing a one-day workshop on silencing the inner critic and the superachiever mindset, because we don't understand the correlation of some of that really keeps us locked in to what we don't want to happen. It affects our love life, our money space, all of our relationships, how things are showing up for us. So I want to put some of those principles and ideas out in your conscious awareness so you can begin to digest that and deconstruct some of that in your space. It takes time, of course, but I think obviously the first step is let's bring it to awareness. And if you're a super achiever type, you know who you are. Okay. But the other things I'm doing, I'm going to be offering a super low cost for two classes that are two of my signature programs I've been doing for 15 years. But I haven't done these in person in quite some time. I've done the on-demand programs, but now I'm going to be offering intuitive coaching certification. And this is going to be great for people who've done the class before and want the new information, or people who are really ready to step into that practitioner role, get out of the just the shoulder to lean on type person and put it into a professional setting. You learn all about entrepreneurship, you learn about marketing, you learn about coaching, you learn about psychic development. It's fun. I really like teaching that course. And I'm going to offer very low cost because I'm going to ask you to sign a release, because I will want to put that on demand and sell that for the next few years to people. But it's a great opportunity and we'll have a lot of fun. That's going to be 6 weeks. I usually do it in 8, but I've learned how to shrink it down to 6 weeks. That will be in late June, early July. I'm going to figure out the date soon. The second thing I'm going to do is the love class, Calling in the One. Oh my God, I've taught that thing 20, 23, 24, who knows? I've lost count, 2 dozen at least. And it's a 9-week class. I've done it in 8, but I'd like to do it in 9. It really deserves the 9 weeks. But again, if you sign the release, you'll get in at very, very low cost per week. And that class is a beautiful class. It started from the work of Catherine Woodward Thomas, who, bless her heart, wrote one of the forewords in my last book. Very wise and wonderful woman. But it's really a cumulative process of how to unpack what we need to unpack and put into our experience what we need to break down the walls and bring in a good partner. I love that class so much. I call it Calling in Your Soul Partner because I've synthesized her work with my own over the years. So it's somewhat of a mishmash, but we will use some of her book as well as my own information. And I am still working on my relationship book. It's just been a lot to get it done, but I have made progress, and who knows, maybe I will have the outline of it done by the time the class begins and I can get that to the publisher. But We'll see all of these things, but my creative energy is definitely flowing and I want to redo these two classes. It's a great time to get in, and the details will come out in the next week, so you have ample time to plan. What else? What else? I think that's it. So, enjoy this week despite a lot of concentration, a lot of potential communication and uh, issues of that sort because there's so much concentrated energy. But we have a little break in Wednesday. By the time we get to the weekend, should be a good time to just exhale and let it all out and enjoy the downtime of those days off. All right, my friends, looking forward to your comments and questions and have a great Monday, what's left of it, and a great week. Take care.